There once was a poor man who had a son, and as the son grew up, his father sent him out to look for work. The son travelled about, looking for a place, and at last met with a man who arranged to take him as a shepherd. Next day his master gave him a flute, and sent him out with the sheep to see whether he was fit for his work. The lad never lay down all day. Very unlike many lazy fellows, he drove his sheep from place to place, and played his flute all day long. There was among the sheep a lamb with golden fleece, which whenever it heard the flute began to dance. The lad became very fond of this lamb, and made up his mind not to ask any wages of his master, but only this little lamb. In the evening he returned home. His master waited at the gate, and when he saw the sheep all there and all well fed, he was very pleased, and began to bargain with the lad, who said, "You wish for nothing but the lamb with the golden fleece." The farmer was very fond of the lamb himself, and with great unwillingness he promised it. But he gave in afterwards when he saw what a good servant the lad made. The year passed away. The lad received the lamb for his wages and set off home with it. As they journeyed, night set in, just as he reached a village, so went to a farmhouse to ask for a night's lodging. There was a daughter in the house who, when she saw the lamb with the golden fleece, determined to steal it. About midnight she arose, and lo! The minute she touched the lamb, she stuck hard and fast to its fleece, so that when the lad got up, he found her stuck to the lamb. He could not separate them, and as he could not leave his lamb, he took them both. As he passed the third door from the house where he spent the night, he took out his flute and began to play. Then the lamb began to dance, and on its wool to go. Round the corner, a woman was putting bread into the oven. Looking up, she saw the lamb dancing, and on its wool the girl. Seizing the baker's shovel in order to frighten the girl, she rushed out and shouted, "Get away home with you! Don't make such a fool of yourself." As the girl continued dancing, the woman called out, "What? Why don't you obey?" Gave a blow on her back with the shovel, which at once stuck to the girl and the woman to the shovel, and the lamb carried them all off. As they went on, they came to the church. Here the lad began to play again. The lamb began to dance, and on the lamb's fleece the girl, and on the girl's back the shovel, and then at the end of the shovel the woman. Just then the priest was coming out from matins, and seeing what was going on began to scold them and bid them not to be so foolish, and to go home. As words were of no avail, he hit the woman, some thwack on her back with his cane, when to his surprise the cane stuck to the woman, and he to the end of his cane. With this nice company the lad went on, and towards dark reached the royal borough, and took lodgings at the end of the town with an old woman. "What news is there?" said he. The old woman told him, "In very great sorrow, for the king's daughter was very ill, and no physician could heal her. But if she could be made to laugh, she would be better at once. No one had yet been able to make her smile, and moreover the king had issued that very day a proclamation stating that whoever made her laugh should have her for his wife and share the royal power." The lad with the lamb could scarcely wait. In the morning he presented himself to the king and stated his business, and was very graciously received. The lad then began to play the flute, the lamb to dance, on the lamb's fleece the girl, on the girl's back the shovel, at the end of the shovel the woman, on the woman's back the cane, at the end of the cane the priest. When the princess saw this sight, she burst out laughing, which made the lamb so glad that it shook everything off its back, and the lamb, the girl, the woman, and the priest each danced by themselves for joy. The king married his daughter to the shepherd. The priest was made called chaplain, the woman called bakeress, and the girl lady-in-waiting to the princess. The wedding lasted from one Monday to the other Tuesday, and the whole land was in great joy, and if the strings of the fiddle hadn't broken, they'd be dancing yet.